Hi, this is Bob Hunter here to overview some recent market technology research that's rooted in life sciences but has some very exciting ramifications for patient care of the future as well, and really can show how the genomic revolution is going to empower and enable healthcare of the future. There are a lot of expectations riding on biomarkers in the future, yet some really critical unmet needs of how they're going to be robust enough to be reliable. This includes standardization and harmonization. Some real challenges that in fact are already being proven out in the in vitro field in the safety assessment market. So it's a very good market to study. Likewise, in the patient health record realm, there's a direct correlation with the in silico field in terms of how physicians are actually going to deliver personalized healthcare in the future to the patient. They're going to need the systems biology that is being built, and a lot of that building is being done in the predictive drug safety world. These are global markets of our recent estimate of $5 billion US dollars, growing 15% CAGR through the year 2017. And it looks like growth could be considerably higher approaching and after 2017, depending on how factors play out, including this expansion that we see beyond the research setting into the clinical setting. But these markets do require a fairly high degree of technical and applications know-how, and that's where this report can really help. For example, the market for cell-based assays has been analyzed by many researchers, but forecasts are so widely varying that it can be confusing. Now, this is perfectly understandable because most companies in this sector not only produce assays, they maybe develop and sell cutting-edge equipment as well as services. So it's kind of hard to tease this apart. But our report takes the trouble to really delineate these different aspects of assay kits versus reagents used for quote-unquote homebrew assays, for the equipment separate from the assays and the consumables part, so that you can really take this report and understand the dynamics of this important market and how to enter and play in these markets. By the way, the forecasts in this report show the entirety of, for example, cell-based assay market before showing our estimates for the portion pertaining to predictive drug safety. In fact, the report contains about 6 distinct revenue models that enable delineation of drivers pertaining to the different segments, whether they be throughput or performance or regulatory support for the adoption of these technologies. As another example of how the report provides a valuable context and delineation, there are several technology themes that are emerging to be very important market niches. For example, stem cells, 3D cell culture, microfluidics, lab on a chip, organ on a chip, body on a chip, as they're known these days. But the overlap and interplay are only just beginning to emerge. This market is made up of a number of large multinational corporations, Agilent, Thermo Fisher, PerkinElmer, as well as a lot of mid-sized growth companies and a host of startups. One feature of the report is a detailed appendix with custom profiles on representative companies, such that you can see their products and services and how they relate back to the body of the report. Essentially, you can see their strategy being played out. Finally, the report shows in-depth examples of how these two, in vitro and in silico, are being combined in drug discovery and safety assessment as mechanistic and predictive complements of one another. and offers insights into how these principles could pertain to healthcare of the future, perhaps in a more unified way that spans from drug discovery, safety assessment, all the way out to clinical applications.